Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. Every day I'm doing a vlog as part of my 1000 day challenge. So if you're not subscribed, a subscribe would be awesome. Today I'm going to talk about something completely different. It's about two things. Well, maybe three. We should possibly all be smiling. And the two reasons to go with that is because, well, we're not in hospital, are we? And we're not 6 feet under. And I know that sounds really difficult to sort of comprehend and understand in terms of ordinary day life, but hear me out. We all get caught up in our lives. We all get caught up in life and how things are and how difficult some things can be in our lives. We all have loss at some point. We all have gain at some point. Sometimes we're doing absolutely fantastically well, and it's always good to remember those times, isn't it? And sometimes we lose, and that can mean an awful lot of things in life, as you well know. And the important thing to remember is that our health is so important, and we're not in hospital, are we? We're not fighting for our lives. Every day isn't a battle. We're not highly medicated. We're able to walk around, enjoy this wonderful thing called life, and experience everything that it throws at us, including the difficult times, because we grow then, don't we? So we're not in hospital. It doesn't impact our daily lives, although I'm sure most of us have had occasion to go to hospital and have some treatment. And thank goodness in the West, at least, we have the ability to be able to go and do that. I live here in the United Kingdom. We have something called the National Health Service, the NHS. And whilst everybody contributes to that through wages, through getting paid, it's a right it's never lost on me how important healthcare is. So for me, I feel very lucky. I know a lot of countries around the world really look at this system and would love to have it. And I do feel that having healthcare at the point of need is so very, very important, because it gives you peace. It can give you support, and healthcare is something that's so important. I couldn't do it justice by talking about it here today. I needed the health service when I was just 11. I've talked about that in a previous video where I had an operation on my leg, and I was treated very well. And I'll never forget the kindness, the amazing staff that supported me whilst being in hospital, and even the aftercare in the community. It was fantastic. I can't speak highly enough of the healthcare system here, and whilst it might have its flaws and there are issues with the NHS, it isn't lost on me that I have been the recipient of some very clever people working on me to help save my leg when I was a child. And that I'm very, very grateful. Every single day I am. And of course, I'm not 6 feet under yet. And I am able to live, breathe, walk around, live freely, to be happy, to enjoy this wonderful thing called life, even with all its trials and tribulations, the sleepless nights, the stress, the anxiety, all the things that can run with being a human being. I am able to be free, especially here in the UK, and feel that I am able to enjoy life. There's lots of mechanisms out there that can stop you or prevent you from enjoying life. Health, like I've just talked about, can be one of them, or it could mean a loss of an awful lot in your life, and you could be really, really struggling out there. And I'm no stranger to the struggle. I have at times in my life felt so low in terms of not being able to earn enough money to live a certain lifestyle, not to have enough money to eat at times on occasion, not to be able to sustain an existence that I thought was worthy of every day, and that was a challenge at some point. But the important things are that maybe we should smile a bit more, because here we do have all this in the West. And even though the UK has become a very expensive place to live, even the UK is still a place I believe in. And being British, being from here, this country, there are a lot of flaws. but I believe what's wrong with us cannot help but be put right by us. But in terms of getting back to the original suggestion there, that we should all be smiling because of these two things, I heard it in a conversation the other night, and it just had some resonance for me. In spite of all my problems, in spite of all the issues that I face in life, in spite of all the issues that you face in life, no matter how difficult they are, sometimes saying to yourself, you're going to be okay, talking yourself into the game is so important. Maybe that inner smile, sometimes that smile on the outside. Have you ever done this when you've been given bad news, or you've had a difficult day or a difficult time, and you really could care less about smiling at a stranger when you're walking down the street? But sometimes when you force yourself, it can make you actually feel better. That's why I always believe in the glass being half full, no matter how difficult things are. Because I think you add more weight to a horrible journey if you choose to do anything else. Life is difficult, and to smile in the face of adversity and these difficulties, it's not easy, but necessary, because it may actually lift you up and may make you feel better. And like I've talked about, there's a ton of reasons why you would not want to smile about life. There is. I remember as a child thinking about times when I would be an adult and how my journey would be and what I would do in life. And I never really had an idea of what success would look like. But it's very easy when you get to a certain age to look back and reflect on that. And I like to think that one of the most defining features of my life is that most of it has been spent smiling and happy. And whilst I've had an enormous amount of difficulties in my later life, in terms of, I would say, relationship and occupational difficulties, I have navigated my way through that. And it feels very much for me that I can still smile, in spite of all the challenges that I've faced. And I think that's the key, isn't it? Having the ability to be resilient. I think resilience is necessary to press forward in life. It's a tragedy when you let the compound effect of life's negativity beat you down and turn you into the person which you never thought that you would become. Allowing that, I think, is a choice sometimes. And it can be really difficult to do a U-turn and turn things around. But I think it's necessary. I think you have to have hope and optimism in order to live a successful life, especially during challenging times. And nobody said navigating through challenging times would be easy. It just isn't. There are things that we want straight away that we don't get. We want a bad situation to turn good as quickly as possible. But just consider this. Maybe the longevity of a bad situation is designed to teach you a lesson. Maybe it's designed to make you grow as a person. Maybe that person that you will become will be that better version of you. And it might be the case that you look back and view the former you, the younger you. You might look back and say, I understand why I undertook that journey. Because I've grown and I needed to grow, and the pain helped me do that. So maybe smiling throughout the pain, maybe just having hope and optimism in your heart is the best way forward. And like I say, if you've got your health, you've got everything. And none of us are 6 feet under. We've got this wonderful thing called life, where we can enjoy every second of it if we open our hearts and minds to that. And that, my friends, that's everything. Because the one thing that I know is that if those that have passed on could say anything to us, they would say, live your life, enjoy it, be happy, be happy. Every day I do a vlog, and I'm so lucky that you subscribe and follow me for the journey. And if you're not, a sub would be lovely. And I'll be back again tomorrow with another video. Thank you so much. I'll see you then. Bye now.